One of the things I get asked a lot is how do I submit my photographs to the live stream show for the photo review nights on my channel. So I'm going to go over that real quick in Lightroom and show you, I'm going to use Lightroom and show you how I like to export photographs for you to be able to do that and then email those to me. Or use a Google Drive or whatever to get those photographs to me. So we have two goals in the export. One is to limit the file size to something that's manageable. Raw files are very large, and sometimes your JPEG files can get very big too. So what I like to do is reduce the file size to something that's smaller than 2 megabytes. The second goal is to include the metadata. So when we're doing the review with a slideshow program, we are able to look at the metadata and tell people, answer questions like, what was your ISO, what was your shutter speed, and what was your aperture, and that kind of stuff. So in this video, it's a short video, I'm going to show you how to do that in Lightroom. Okay, we're going to start off here with a photograph I have in Lightroom, and just a few quick things for you, some shortcut keys to help you. If you would like a list of the shortcut keys in Lightroom, then I have a pro tip for you. Okay, if you'll hold down the Command key on a Mac or the Control key on a Windows PC and hit the question mark, then you'll get something like this. This is the library module shortcuts. Depending on which module you're in is which one of these boxes will pop up. Okay, if you'll just take your mouse and click on that, it'll go away. So if you're over here in the develop module and you do the same thing, you hit Command question mark or Control question mark, then you'll get the develop module shortcuts. So this is real handy if you have to remember a shortcut and you don't want to go through the menus and all that. Several ways to get to these, but this is the shortcut keys. One of the ones that I was looking for this morning to show you on the video was in the library module, the shortcut key for export. Okay, and the shortcut key for export is Command Shift E or Control Shift E. Okay, on a PC. So that brings up the export window. So what I'm going to show you is how to set this up to export a photograph and how to save it as a preset. Now if you look on the screen here, I have several presets that I keep in a folder called Facebook. Okay, for no particular reason, I just keep them in that folder. But the one I'm going to start working with is this one right here, the CCC competitions, because this is the one that I have set up to export photographs to our camera club when we have photo competitions, and it is very similar in what I'm going to show you tonight. What I mean by that is sending it in a reduced file size and including the metadata with that. So we're going to start off here by clicking on the preset just like that to highlight it and bring it up. And what we're going to do is we're going to modify this preset for our purposes tonight, so I can show you how to do that. And then we're going to save the preset so you can reuse it again. So we're going to start right here at the top with the export location. I like to export to a specific folder. I have a folder set up on my hard drive to accept Facebook postings when I want to post a photograph to Facebook. And the name of that folder is right here on my computer. It's Volumes, Digital Media, Media, Facebook. You can change that by just selecting the Choose button over here. And you can go navigate to a new folder if you want to. We can put them right here in this one if we want, and say choose, and you'll notice it has changed the name of the location. But for this demo, I want to put those in my Facebook folder. The second option, and this is optional, is you can actually put these within a subfolder of that folder you choose. I do not want to do that. If I was going to do that, I would have a specific folder set up for export. So let me give you an example. Let's unclick that box and let's go back to the choose option. Okay, I'm on a MacBook, so it'll be different on a PC. And inside the Facebook folder, I want to create a new folder called Photo Review. Okay, and we're going to do that, and then we're going to say choose. So if you'll notice, the folder is specifically mentioned here, volumes, digital media, media, Facebook, photo review. So every export I do using these parameters here is going to go into that folder, photo review. I don't need to select the put in subfolder if I'm going to do it that way. The next thing I want to do is look at file renaming. You can rename them if you want to. I have a custom name here. An example would be untitled.jpg. So, when you get ready to export something, then you can change the file name as you export it. And what I prefer you do if you're submitting them to the live stream show for the photo or the photoafterhours at gmail.com for the review is you put your name in there. And if you're sending multiple files, you say, for example, Ron Durant-1 or Ron Durant-2. And if you do it in that way, I will know kind of like the order that you really want those to be shown in during the show, okay? So this is an opportunity to rename your file right here when you export. We're not going to use the video section, so we can just click on that little drop arrow and close that up. But we are going to go into the file settings and look at that. So the first thing you want to do is change the image format to JPEG. And you'll notice there are several different options when you click the down arrow button, but we're going to use the JPEG option. The next line down is quality and limit file size to. So I'm not too concerned with the quality slider, but what I am concerned with is the size, okay? Now, for our camera club purposes, we're using that preset here. I have our file sizes, my file size limited to 1500 or 1.5 megabyte, 1500 kb. I'm going to change that by clicking in that box, and we're going to change that to 2000, okay? And that is, oops, sorry about that. Didn't mean to export that. So we're going to change that to 2000, okay? And don't hit the enter key because you have the export button selected here. So just hit the tab key, okay, to go off of that. Otherwise, it'll try to export that photo. Your color space can be sRGB. That's fine. No need to change any of that. We're going to go down here to sizing, image sizing, and I would change this to what I've got here listed on the screen. Resize to fit on the long edge, 1200 pixels, okay? And I don't have a particular explanation for that, but that would be a good starting point for you to do these exports for the live streams. If you want to, you can add some output sharpening, sharpen for screen, that's fine, and the sharpen amount would be standard. And then the final thing that we want is the metadata. So in the metadata drop-down box, make sure that you have included all metadata. And you can remove people info or location info. This is the way I have mine set up, so if you want to set yours up the same way, it'll work just as well. Do not put a watermark on your photographs, okay, for this purpose. Now, if you were posting to Facebook or something, then yeah, you could put a watermark on there and show your watermark. And I have different watermarks set up. You can click on that and see the drop down here, what I have, okay. But I'm not going to use a watermark for... Now, one of the things I want to note about the export dialog here is you can use this not only for sending the photos into the live stream on the channel, but you could also use this for your Facebook postings or anything else on social media where you didn't want to transmit a very large file size. There's no need in sending large file sizes to social media. Large file sizes should be reserved for printing large prints, okay? If you're just doing social media posting, no need to make your file so big. Now, the last setting I like to do in the export dialog box is the bottom one where it says post-processing. In other words, when you do the actual export, you can instruct the export dialog to do one final thing. My final thing after exporting is to show it in Finder. If you had a Windows PC, I guess that would be show it in Explorer. There's other options there if you click the down arrow, or you can just say do nothing, okay? I like to go and peruse what I exported, so I just go ahead and automatically open up a Finder window. If you had a Windows PC, it would be Explorer window. Okay, once we have the preset options set up the way we want it, then what we want to do is we want to save this as a preset, okay? And the way to do that is you go to the Add button, which is right here below the list of presets, and click on Add. And then you're going to give it a preset name. So we're going to call this Photo Review Export. And then the folder you want to put that in, when you look over here, we're going to put it in the Facebook folder where I have my other presets. You can create your own folder to do that. And then we're going to say create. Now when you create, if you'll look in the list, it appears right here under Photo Review Export. And as you can see, the options we selected are all there. So that is the way you set up an export preset to export a photograph to submit to the Nikon Show live streams in the file size and the metadata, having all that information included, so when we review those photos during our photo review nights, that I have all the information that I can show people when they ask questions. So the final thing to do now is to export this photograph. I'm going to cancel this dialog box for now. We're going to start from scratch here. This is how you do an export. Now if you like, you can crop this image. I like to crop my images 16:9, which gives me full screen, but you don't have to do that. You can do a 4:3 crop or a 1:1 crop. It don't really matter. But once you have your crop ready and you're ready to export, then you can use the shortcut keys if you want. Shift-Command-E to bring up the dialog. Click on your preset name, Photo Review Export, and then hit the export key. And that's we already did that once. Now you'll notice that the name is still Untitled JPEG. Okay, so you either rename that here, and you want to do that, or we need to do that during the export process. Let me show you real quick how you would do that during the export. So we're going to bring up the dialog box again for exporting. Okay, and then right here under rename to and custom name, this is where you would put your name in there, like my name, okay, like I said earlier, and a -1. And that means when you export this file, it's going to rename it to that. If you look inside my Finder window now, we have a duplicate file, but it has a different name. It has my name on it now. So that's how you do that. So I hope this video was helpful for you to answer your questions about exporting photographs. It's always good to export your photographs in a smaller file size. That way you can email them easier, or you can post them to a Google Drive where they don't take a lot of space. And just keep your file sizes down below 2 megabytes, okay? You can do like I did, the preset I used for the photo club, for the camera clubs, was 1.5 megabytes. And I think that was just an arbitrary number. The most important thing was having it resized to 1200 pixels on the long end. And I'm not too sure the significance of that. That's just the way our website runs. I think that's just what you want to do. And to be honest with you, the photographs show up just fine on screen, even on a large projector screen. So there's no need to send big file sizes to me for these photo reviews or whatever. And speaking of photo reviews, occasionally we do the photo reviews on the Nikon Show. So, you know, we have one coming up soon. If you want to submit a photo to the Nikon Show for review during the show, then you'll want to send those to my email address for the show, which is called photoafterhours. That's an S after the word hours. photoafterhours@gmail.com. You can send your photographs there and I will receive them and we'll display them on the next show. My name is Ron Durant. I am a photographer. I do live in East Tennessee, and you all have a nice day. We'll see you. Bye-bye.